My best friend is dating a homophobic, racist and generally bigoted man, and I, as a gay puck, don't know how to deal with it. I've known this girl for 4 years now, and I know that she's a great person. She's very accepting of everyone, always has been. She was amazing when I came out to her, and she's shown nothing but support. Basically, she never showed any signs of being a bigot. A month ago, she started dating this guy. I've talked to him and he seemed like an alright guy. But then I came across his social media, where he's blatantly said homophobic, racist and transphobic slurs. He's very vocal about his misogyny and hate against woke culture. In fact, he's actually literally messaged a girl with threats and insults because she was gay. She posted about it on her own social media. My friend doesn't do anything about it. The guy's so disgusting, and just thinking about all the shit he's said makes me throw up. It's especially worse because I'm black and gay, and my friend knows that I'm sensitive about this stuff. I didn't have the heart to talk to her, so I just blocked my friend and her boyfriend. It's her birthday tomorrow and all my friends are urging me to talk to her, but I really don't want to. I feel like I'm overreacting, but I'm really not comfortable with her being okay with dating someone like that. What should I do? Edit, since a lot of people are disbelieving of / unsure of how bigoted her boyfriend is, here's a few examples of actions that he's done. Is white, but has nigger in his username, uses fgut, dyke, artard, nigger, tiani in everyday convos, talks in detailed length about police brutality cases and how the victims deserved it, has harassed a lesbian with slurs, calling her sexuality unnatural. Also threatened her with violence about cutting her up because she is a plus-sized individual. This was before my friend and him began dating. Has referred to being trans as a mental illness, shamed a person for being too woke when someone called him out for his slur use and using gay as an insult. And these are only the things that I can think of from the top of my head. Edit number 2, like many people in the comments advised me to do, I talked to her. First, she was really dismissive about the topic, didn't want to address it, but eventually I explained to her how and why I felt uncomfortable with the situation. She told me that she understands my feelings but told me that I shouldn't be so serious about the matter, and should understand that he's just joking around. I tried to expand more, but she left the convo before I could. And I'm not sure if my talk with her made me feel better or worse lol. Edit number 3, I hate making this post so long haha, but I cannot even express in words how helpful all these comments have been. All of you are so kind, and I know I couldn't reply to all, but just know that I've read your comment and it's made me feel at ease with where I stand with my friendship. Thank you. Your friend isn't a nice person. She's passive. The fact that she didn't give your grief about coming out isn't the same as being supportive, and the fact that she is willing to date someone who behaves like that makes her as bad. Your edit should tell you all you need to know. She doesn't see his behavior as a problem. That is a problem. You don't need someone like that in your life. You're not overreacting. If they can't realize the gravity of the situation, end the friendship. I do one even worse, invite them on a double date and bait her boyfriend on a hate rant about sexual orientation and race. Then just point blank ask her if that's the best she thinks she deserves, and end the friendship. But then again, I'm extremely petty. When someone shows you their true colors, do not close your eyes. Trying to change people is never a good thing. Change has to come from within. She is dating a homophobic posse, doesn't see a problem in that, so you cut her out. There is nothing left to do here. If you confront her, it will be a discussion about tolerance, like you somehow have to tolerate that homophobic posse who insults and threatens others. Just don't forget that in a large number of countries being gay is against the law, and those who are receive severe punishment. In many countries where it is legal, gays are still getting discriminated. There is zero wiggle room for a person who associates with someone homophobic. They both need to be shunned. Make it known to your other friends why. And although you lose a friend today, it'll be better for you in the long run. She is no better for associating with that piece of trash. Lots of people are wolves in sheep's clothing. I wouldn't be surprised if Op is overestimating the friendship. After edit 2, you need to realize this girl is not your friend. Anyone that says you should not take racism or homophobia seriously is not someone to have in your orbit. He's not joking around, and if he is, it's not funny. Punching down on marginalized groups is not funny. Girlfriend giving me silent treatment after I don't want sex. This has happened twice now. She wants to have sex and I don't, then she completely ignores me and goes on her phone so that I feel bad and have sex with her. I'm fed up with this and I feel used. What do I do? Have a mature conversation about it with her when it is calm. In the moment, accept you don't want to, and if that upsets her, that is her issue. You don't exist to make her happy 24/7. Why do you want to date someone like that? Exclamation mark. You don't owe anyone sex. Have a serious talk with her. Don't give in. I'd if it's intentional, but that shit is manipulative as fuck. She is being manipulative. The silent treatment is a passive form of emotional abuse. Adults talk about what's bothering them. My advice is to set boundaries and stick to them. Tell her that the silent treatment is completely unacceptable, and if she pulls it again, you're leaving. I mean the room or the house, not the relationship, but eventually it might come to that. Nobody is entitled to sex. Not ever. You don't owe her sex just because she's in the mood. You'll have to explain to her that it's unfair of her to use your body when you're not into it. Coerced consent is not true consent. I'm dead serious about this. Look after yourself, op, and check back in, okay? Appreciate this comment. I have sat her down and told her that what she's done is completely unacceptable. If and when it happens again, I will just leave the room. I don't particularly want to sleep with someone manipulative. It's manipulative, and TBH with time it gets exhausting. I've been treated the same and even yelled at for not wanting it at times. From my experience, behavior like that doesn't change easily. You should let her know what you feel and see if there's something that can be worked out. Suspecting my little sister, 16F, who's paralyzed from the waist down, is being abused. I, F21, moved out late October 2020. My place is very close to my family home and I visit a lot. During my latest visits, I've started to notice my sister's distress when someone gets close her. Anyone. She has her arms crossed and an angry face on, hoodies that hide her body, angry outbursts. Everything seems wrong. Also automatically raises her arms and covers her face, protect herself. If I raised my hand to high-five her or made any sudden movements, it's a response she never had before, so she must have experienced something for her body to react this way. Also, when I kiss her, like on her cheek normally, the moment my face gets close to hers, she closes her eyes really hard, like she doesn't want to see it or live the moment of it. Little details like this. Also, she's talking way less. Usually she's the life of the house and now she's just silent. My mom and younger brother 13, along with an occasional helper, are young women. I think she's around 18, are the only ones around her. Asked her if someone bothered her or hurt her and she said no, but I don't buy it. I know my sister. I practically raised her. Our mom is negligent of her special needs and doesn't pay that much attention to anyone but herself in general. I have this pit in my stomach. I don't feel good about this. Something is wrong and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, considering I have no proof or information, who or where or what. She won't talk. I need advice. Asked her multiple times, silence or a loud no. Her condition makes her extremely vulnerable to this kind of stuff and I'm worried about her. How do I extract information out of her? My son is severely handicapped physically and mentally. This story is what my nightmares are made of. God bless you for being an advocate for your sister. It sounds like communication is not great in your family. My first thought is to ask your brother for help since your mom sucks. Is there a chance he's hurting your sister? My guess is the woman coming in to help. The easiest way to investigate is to be around when this person arrives and observe your sister's reaction. Then you can narrow your response because it will change depending on what you find. I hope it's a phase your sister is going through, but fear you are right. Install some cameras. See if stuff is actually happening. As a disabled individual whose mother mostly ignores my mental illness and its health, thank you. First thought, cam or microphone. Aware though, that is also a breach of her privacy, and / or maybe others. Do you have anyone you trust enough to keep an eye on her when no one else is looking? Might be expensive, but have you thought about a pie? Does your sister go to school, or something similar, or does she stay at home? Anybody who might be hurting her outside of the house? So, breach of privacy. But if she does have a PC, have you thought about installing a keylogger or something? Might also be online. Is your little brother the only male in the house? If so, maybe keep an eye on him. Little brothers can be a / holes too. Also, if she does not want to tell about it, it might be related to someone you know who either has some leverage against her or what might hurt someone else close to you, both. In general, if you talk to her again about it, make it absolutely clear that you care for her a lot and that you will be devastated if something happens to her. Do not try to force her into a confession, but reassure her that you will always be there for her no matter what you do. Are you really ready to do anything you need to prevent this, such as becoming her guardian, fighting for her in court, testifying against loved ones, or embarrassing her? If so, talk to a lawyer about what steps you can take that will hold up in court. Hire a private investigator if possible. If you don't feel you can take all that on, as sad as it is, it may be best to stay out of it, as it really could make it worse for your sister. I hope you're ready to fight for her though, as no one deserves that. The scary thing to keep in mind though is there is a possibility that your mom or brother are the ones doing this, so be careful what you reveal to them in the meantime.